Widansi Kunpuras.
Okay, let's go.
We uncovered the core Ayurvedic arguments against the banana and milk combination, that it is intensely heavy, smothers digestion, can lead to mucus and congestion, and creates a subtle conflict with its opposing post-digestive effects. But the chain reaction of poor digestion doesn't stop there. In a healthy city, there's a harmonious balance. The fermentation process we talked about, a result of your digestive fire being too weak to handle the load, creates the perfect breeding ground for unfriendly bacteria and yeasts. They thrive on the undigested sugars and create even more gas and bloating. This state of imbalance is known in modern medicine as dysbiosis. Your skin is often a direct reflection of the health of your digestive system. We also know it can disrupt the gut microbiome. When the body is burdened with these internal impurities, it can show up as rashes, itchy patches, eczema, psoriasis, or stubborn acne. You might notice your complexion becoming dull, lifeless, or puffy. You might even find yourself developing new sensitivities or allergies. If you're struggling with a skin condition that just won't clear up, and you're a regular consumer of this heavy combination, it might be worth considering that the root cause isn't what you're putting on your skin, but what you're putting in your stomach. It's all about making the combination more intelligent and digestible. Here are 3 powerful practical alternatives. Try swapping it for a lighter, plant-based alternative. If you are going to combine them, help your digestive fire do its job. Add a pinch of a warming, digestive spice to the blender. A sprinkle of cinnamon, a pinch of cardamom, a tiny sliver of fresh ginger, or a dash of nutmeg can all help to ignite your Agni and counteract the heavy, cooling nature of the banana and milk. This makes the combination significantly less taxing on your system. A banana blended with unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk, or even oat milk is considered much easier to digest and less likely to increase that heavy, congesting kapha energy. And the gut lining is compromised, it will look for alternative routes to push these toxins out. The skin, being the body's largest organ of elimination, becomes a primary escape route. And if you enjoy milk, try drinking it warm, perhaps with those same spices like cinnamon or nutmeg, at least an hour before bed and at least an hour after any other food. Sometimes that means we have to question the classics. Thanks for watching, and here's to happy digestion. This gives your body the chance to digest it properly on its own. When your gut is unhappy, your skin is often the first to send out an SOS signal. The beneficial, friendly bacteria are in charge, keeping the troublemakers in check and helping you digest food, synthesize vitamins, and regulate your immune system. And subscribe to MealMind TV so you don't miss out on more food wisdom that blends ancient knowledge with modern understanding. Have you ever noticed any of these effects, or do you feel great after having one? Let me know your story in the comments below. Is this beloved combination truly off-limits forever? From a purely Western nutritional standpoint, a banana and milk provide potassium, calcium, and protein. If you have a very strong digestive system, are highly active, and feel fantastic after drinking this combination, then there is no reason to live in fear. But when conditions in the city change for the worse, the troublemakers can start to take over. For you, the principles of Ayurveda hold the answer. This brings us to our 4th surprising danger. It can disrupt your delicate gut flora. Think of your gut as a bustling metropolis populated by trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, yeasts, and fungi. This is your gut microbiome. This is what is said to happen when that heavy, improperly digested mixture of banana and milk sits stagnating in your intestines. Reason number 5. It may lead to skin issues and allergies. When your gut microbiome is out of balance, it can lead to a cascade of issues beyond just immediate digestive discomfort. It can weaken your immune system, making you more susceptible to getting sick. It can affect your mood and mental clarity, and it can, of course, worsen all the digestive symptoms like gas, bloating, and irregular bowel movements. So, while Ayurveda called this process the creation of Amma thousands of years ago, modern science is beginning to understand a similar concept through the lens of the microbiome. The end result is the same: an unhealthy internal environment. This leads us directly to our fifth and final reason, which explains how the problems in your gut can show up somewhere you might never expect: on your skin. There is a powerful and well-established connection known as the gut-skin axis. Let's connect the dots. We've established that the banana milk combo can lead to poor digestion and the formation of toxic, sticky ama. According to Ayurveda, this attempt to expel toxins through the skin can manifest in a variety of ways. So, after exploring these 5 surprising dangers, from digestive strain and mucus to gut imbalance and skin problems, what are we supposed to do? Here is the final verdict. It depends entirely on you. However, if you experience any of the symptoms we've discussed, if you feel heavy, tired, bloated, or congested after your morning smoothie, or if you suffer from chronic skin or sinus issues, then your body is speaking to you. But this doesn't mean you can never enjoy these foods again. First, change the milk. The primary issue here is the heaviness of cow's milk. Second, add warming spices. This is the classic Ayurvedic fix. And third, simply separate them. Enjoy your banana as a standalone snack. I am so curious to hear your experience with this one. Are you a lifelong fan of banana milkshakes? If this video gave you a new perspective on a classic combination, please give it a thumbs up. Remember, the ultimate goal is to listen to your body and find what makes you feel truly vibrant and full of energy. Picture a blender on a kitchen counter. In goes a ripe, sweet banana, followed by a stream of cold, fresh milk. It's the foundation of countless breakfast smoothies, post-workout recovery shakes, and even a baby's first solid food. What if this seemingly innocent shake could be the hidden reason you feel bloated, heavy, and tired, and could even be contributing to congestion, colds, and skin problems? It's quick, it's easy, it tastes delicious, and we've always been told it's healthy. It seems like the perfect pairing of fruit and dairy, energy and protein. But what if I told you that this go-to combination, this staple of healthy living, might be one of the worst things you can do for your digestion? It sounds radical, I know. This pairing is so deeply embedded in our culture that questioning it feels wrong. Let's look at their individual qualities. Milk, particularly cold cow's milk, is considered to be cooling, sweet, and very nourishing, and difficult to digest. And you are doubling down on those qualities. You are essentially throwing 2 very large, dense, wet logs onto a small campfire all at once. What happens to the fire? It doesn't roar to life, it smolders. It struggles for air, producing a lot of smoke and very little heat. But the consequences of this poor digestion, according to this ancient system, don't just stay in your stomach. They are said to manifest throughout the body, leading to one of the most common and annoying ailments many of us deal with on a regular basis. However, it is also notoriously heavy, and can be difficult for many people to digest on its own. Now, let's look at bananas. They are also sweet, cooling, and heavy. You drink a big, delicious banana milkshake, expecting to feel vibrant and energized. But within an hour, you feel the opposite. You feel a profound sense of heaviness in your gut, as if you have a rock in your stomach. You feel bloated, lethargic, and maybe even a little brain-fogged. Instead of wanting to go for a run, you want to take a nap. This feeling of sluggishness is the classic sign that your agni has been suppressed by the sheer weight of this combination. They are dense, starchy, and can feel like they sit in your stomach for a while. There's no inherent toxin created, but the combination is very calorically dense, high in carbohydrates, and can take a long time to empty from the stomach. This can lead to a significant release of insulin, which can then cause a dip in blood sugar, resulting in that feeling of fatigue and lethargy. So, while the explanations differ, one talks of a smoldering fire and toxins, the other of gastric emptying and blood sugar, the end result that many people feel is the same: heaviness and a lack of energy. But the warning against combining bananas and milk isn't some new fad. In fact, it's a principle that has been upheld for thousands of years in one of the world's oldest systems of medicine, Ayurveda. The extreme heaviness of the banana and milk mixture overwhelms your digestive fire. Instead of being efficiently broken down, the mixture sits in your stomach, stagnating and fermenting. This improper digestion is what creates ama, that sticky, toxic sludge that Ayurveda warns against. Reason number 1, it creates an intensely heavy combination that smothers your digestive fire. Welcome to MealMind TV. Today, we are going to challenge this beloved classic. We'll be exploring the 5 surprising reasons and dangers, largely drawn from Ayurvedic wisdom, behind the claim that you should stop eating bananas with milk. Our goal isn't to scare you, but to shed light on a different way of understanding food. We want to help you connect the dots if you've ever had a healthy banana smoothie and felt anything but energized afterwards. By the end of this video, you will understand the ancient logic and be empowered to make choices that truly make your body feel good. So, let's peel back the layers on this topic, starting with the most fundamental reason this combination is considered problematic. In Ayurveda, every food has inherent qualities. Some foods are light and easy to digest, while others are heavy and require a strong digestive system. The strength of your digestion is referred to as your agni, or your digestive fire. For optimal health, you need to keep this fire burning bright and strong, allowing it to efficiently process the food you eat and turn it into nourishment. If you overwhelm your agni with foods that are too difficult to digest, the fire begins to smolder, and instead of nourishment, it creates toxic, undigested waste known as ama. This is precisely where the problem with bananas and milk begins. So, what happens when you combine them? According to Ayurveda, you are taking 2 substances that are already individually heavy. This is exactly what is said to happen to your agni. The immediate physical sensation of this process is something many of us might recognize. From a modern scientific perspective, the language is different, but the described effect can be understood. So, the foundational argument from Ayurveda is that this combination is simply too heavy, creating a digestive logjam that overwhelms your system and leaves you feeling sluggish. Are your chronic sniffles, persistent cough, or constant sinus congestion actually linked to your daily morning smoothie? We'll explore that surprising connection next. So, we've established the foundational Ayurvedic argument against the banana and milk combination. It's an intensely heavy pairing that can overwhelm your digestive fire, or agni, leaving you feeling sluggish and creating undigested waste, or ama. But the story doesn't end with a heavy feeling in your stomach. According to this ancient wisdom, the consequences of that poor digestion can ripple throughout your entire body. This leads us directly to our second surprising danger. It can create excess mucus and congestion. This is a big one because so many people suffer from chronic sinus issues, allergies, or a persistent cough and never think to connect it to their diet. It might not be a true allergy in the Western medical sense, but rather an energetic imbalance caused by this heavy, mucus-forming combination that is putting your entire respiratory system on the defensive. In Ayurveda, a food's journey doesn't end with its initial taste on your tongue, which is called rasa. What's considered even more important is its vipaka, the post-digestive effect, or the taste that emerges after the food has been processed by your digestive fire. This vipaka is what has a long-term effect on your body's tissues and cells. There are three main post-digestive tastes: sweet, sour, and pungent. The banana, on the other hand, provides blueprints that say, build this same wall with sour, acidic, unstable materials. But on a much deeper biochemical level, the clash of their post-digestive tastes creates even more digestive chaos. But the potential issues don't stop there. The construction crew, your digestive system, is utterly confused. The resulting structure is weak, unstable, and improperly built. This internal confusion is said to be a major reason why this combination can disturb the delicate balance of your entire digestive tract in the long run. In Ayurveda, there are three primary energies, or doshas, that govern our physiology: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. It delves deeper into the chemistry of digestion as understood by Ayurveda. And could the fallout from this healthy shake actually start to show up on your face? We'll explore the surprising connection between your smoothie, your gut health, and your skin in our final part. Reason number 3. They have conflicting post-digestive effects. You are sending completely contradictory signals to your digestive system. It's trying to process a sweet, nourishing substance and a sour, fermenting substance at the exact same time. This clash is believed to create serious confusion in the digestive tract, further weakening the digestive fire, leading to even more fermentation, gas, and the creation of that toxic ama. Kapha is the energy principle associated with the elements of earth and water. It governs structure, stability, lubrication, and, most importantly for our discussion, mucus production. Milk is considered one of the most perfect foods in Ayurveda because it is consistent. But here's the crucial difference. According to classical Ayurvedic texts, the banana has a sour vipaka. So, although it tastes sweet in your mouth, its long-term effect on the body after digestion is sour. The sour taste is associated with fermentation and acidity. It has a sweet rasa, initial taste, and it also has a sweet vipaka, post-digestive taste. This sweet all-the-way-through quality is what makes it deeply nourishing, grounding, and effective at building healthy tissue. When kapha is in balance, it keeps our respiratory tract properly lubricated and protected. But when it becomes excessive, it leads to a buildup of thick, heavy mucus. Here's the connection. Both milk and bananas possess qualities that are known to increase kapha dosha. They are both sweet, heavy, cooling, and moist, all hallmark kapha characteristics. When you consume them separately, a strong digestive system might handle it just fine. But when you combine them, you create a powerful kapha-aggravating cocktail. Remember the ama, the toxic sludge we talked about being created from poor digestion? The body, in its wisdom, tries to eliminate this waste. One of the primary pathways for eliminating excess kapha and ama is through the respiratory system. The result? Your body starts producing excess mucus to try and trap and expel these impurities. This can manifest in many ways: a constant runny nose, a post-nasal drip that makes you clear your throat all the time, a thick, phlegmy cough, recurring sinus infections, or even a worsening of seasonal allergies. Many people might blame pollen or dust, without realizing that their internal environment, influenced by their diet, is primed for an overreaction. If you are someone who frequently wakes up congested or feels phlegmy throughout the day, Ayurveda would suggest you take a close look at your consumption of bananas and milk, especially together. This brings us to a third, more subtle but equally important reason for avoiding this pair. This is a fascinating concept. Let's look at milk. Now let's look at the banana. The banana also has a sweet initial taste, the rasa. Herein lies the conflict. When you combine milk and bananas, you are mixing a food that becomes sweet in the gut with a food that becomes sour in the gut. Think of it like building a house. The milk provides blueprints that say, build with strong, sweet, stable materials. So, not only is this combination incredibly heavy on a surface level, which can lead to sluggishness and congestion, how might this digestive confusion impact the trillions of tiny organisms living in your intestines, your gut microbiome?